everybody, what is going on? Today, we're going to jump back in and just take a look at what's going on in Marvel Strike Force. You can see I've got a level 80 account. I used to play Marvel Strike Force very heavily. I think I played it pretty heavily for about a year, maybe 2 years, year and a half, 2 years, something like that. And then it's been a long time since I've played it. A lot of things have changed, so I thought it might be kind of fun to kick off checking out some other games by jumping back in and seeing what's going on in a game that I already had a bunch of time in. I'm curious. I'm curious, and I think it's a good one for you guys to check out if you've never played it, because I do think it's very good. I didn't stop playing it because I didn't like it or it wasn't good. I stopped playing it because I just ran out of time to play a lot of games that I wasn't actively making content for. As this became more and more my full-time job, I have less and less time to play games that I'm not making content on, if that makes sense. So it just kind of got pushed out of the rotation. I did make content on it for a little bit, but it just wasn't sticking. There was already a pretty big crew of established guys, and I didn't feel like trying to push my way up into that. So we had to let this one go, but I thought it might be fun to check out. Now I'm going to put a link below. This is not sponsored, but it is an affiliate link through BlueStacks. So if you want to check this game out, using that link below, I'll get a little kickback when you download from BlueStacks. But I'm not being sponsored by Marvel Strike Force or anything like that. And if I'm ever sponsored specifically by a game, I'll make it very clear. Otherwise, there will either be an affiliate link for BlueStacks, or it'll just be a game I'm checking out that has no link. But if I put a link below, usually it'll support me. So if you want to do that, it's down below for you to check out. Again, I do think this is one of the better games I played. Not to say it's without its problems, but I think I enjoyed it more. It's probably a top. We could have the discussion about it being a top 3er as far as my favorites that I've played. Definitely a top 5er. I had a really good time with this. I'm also a big Marvel fan, big superhero fan. So even aside from the gameplay, it's cool to play it to just collect the heroes. I kind of got a kick out of that. But another really cool thing about it is that, like, in some way, they did a pretty good job of making it where pretty much everyone's usable. Obviously, there's going to be metas and there's going to be the optimal way to do things. But if there's a hero or villain that you just like, you can build them and use them effectively. They did a pretty good job of making everybody usable. So we'll go through and check out my roster. I had focused real heavily on my symbiote team because at the time I was playing, they were what it was all about. I don't know if that's still the case. I have no idea what the meta looks like these days, but I had my symbiote team that I had invested the most in. Also worked out nicely for me because I'm a big fan of Carnage and Venom. It looks like they've added skins to the game. The closest thing we had to that when I was playing was that Deadpool, there was an X-Force version of Deadpool in his gray suit, but it wasn't even something you could swap back and forth to, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like it was another Deadpool you had to get, whereas now it's just skins just available there. So that's pretty cool. I'm wondering how many champs have skins. I guess if that's not lit up, they don't have a skin. I kind of want to go through and look at skins, to be honest. I mean, we'll get to gameplay soon. Like, Carnage has a skin? Okay, that's pretty sick right there. Yeah, okay. I do kind of want to look at the skins. Sorry if that's annoying. Well, we won't look at them all, but there's a few I wanted. Like Iron Man, I thought for sure Iron Man would have another skin. Thor? Did he look like a retro Thor, maybe? Yeah. Why does he look derpy? What's up with your face, dude? Why does your face look like that, Thor? Let's see. Captain America. What do we got? Okay, the classic. That's pretty cool. Skins are always fun, man. And I don't think... They're not giving them any stat bonuses or anything, are they? I think it's just cosmetic. What are these locks for? Wait, so there's different versions of the skin? That's kind of dope. Or the shield. Maybe that was just a shield. I wonder when they did this. No skins for the Hulk. Rip. Now Spider-Man better have some. If Spider-Man doesn't have some dope-ass skins, you missed out, because he's got so many different variations. Yeah, there you go. That one's pretty slick. You could put 10 in here. Spider-Man has so many different skins across all the different comic books. That's pretty cool, man. Almost glad I'm not playing. I'd be pretty tempted to drop money on that. But anyway, yeah, there's synergies. You can build your Guardians team. You can build the Avengers. You can build Spider-Man, and there's all these different like synergies that teams have if you build them. And the more members on the team you have, the more synergies you get. And there's animations like Thor and Captain America have an animation. Actually, we can jump in and take a look. Let's see if we can find some fights to get into or something. I don't even know where to do that. I guess we could do arena. Surely I've decayed enough in arena to get some easy wins. So that's my symbiote team. Maybe I haven't. Those teams seem like they're way beyond me. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna just run my symbiote team and see what happens. I wonder if they're still strong. I wonder if they've been nerfed or what's been changed. I guess they're adding her. That's cool. Yeah, there's probably a ton of characters I don't know anything about now, too. So it's a fragment collector. It's not like Raid where you just summon a champ and get them. This one you collect fragments. So sometimes they'll have events where you can collect frags. They do have summons where you can get a certain number of frags, and then there's the red star system, and there's a lot of stuff. The game's been out for a while, so obviously the gameplay mechanics, they just keep adding stuff. I do remember the symbiotes being just kind of disgustingly overpowered. I mean, you saw this team, this team I'm going against here had a team power over 100,000 more than mine, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And it's still looking like they're doing the same. I think Hulk had just gotten buffed when I quit playing, which was good because he desperately needed it. I'm wondering how good he is now. Because when you first come to the game, it's like you kind of feel like the Avengers should be the strongest team and stuff. And then someone like, for example, the symbiotes, who you wouldn't anticipate being the meta, were the meta for a long time. And then the Guardians got really good. I don't know. It'd be interesting too. Maybe we should go down to the roster and see what's available. Also, I am in the middle of rendering a video, so my blue stacks might be chugging a little bit because I've got Premiere Pro exporting a pretty big video, but it's usually much smoother than this. But they've got like ult animations, but it's not like Awakened Chaos era where they just dominate the screen. They kind of just happen in time like this. But like, let's say you've got Thor and Iron Man on the same team, or Captain America and Iron Man have one too, where if they're on the same team and you use one of their ults, there's an animation where like Iron Man will fly up and shoot a ray into Captain America's shield that'll split off into multiple rays, and he'll turn it and hit all the enemies with it. It's pretty cool. Like they did some really cool stuff like that with it. For a while I was keeping up. I was watching a few of the guys like Mobile Gamer and Valley and a few of them. I was still watching their videos, kind of keeping up with what's been going on in the game, but I have no idea what's going on in the game now. I guess they added Gambit, which about damn time. Not even a huge fan of Gambit, but like it was always weird to me he wasn't in here. Let's go see who all they've added to the game. Cool. Thanks. Sure. Let's see. We go to roster, and then we go down to the bottom, and everybody that's grayed out we don't have. Let's see who all they've added here. All right, Spider-Woman. Spider-Punk, Silver Samurai. Man, they've added a lot of Spider-Man. They must have done a thing for like multiverse. Into the multiverse when that movie was out. Or like new, rather. Good, they finally added Rogue. That was much needed. Morbius. Great, great. Gambit, Hulkbuster. Some of these I don't know. Deathpool, interesting. I don't know Deathpool. Wonder what the story is on that one. Huh? Who is this? Who is Deathpool? The daughter of cosmic entity known as Death and Deadpool. Interesting. Dormammu. Apparently I got some red stars for her. I don't know who that is. Nice. Jubilee, cool. Moon Knight was in the game, I think. Pretty sure Moon Knight was here. Black Bolt was real strong for a while. He was like the strongest in the game for a while. I don't know if that's still the case. Silver Surfer, huh? I feel like I remember someone telling me they were adding him. So yeah, they've done quite a bit. They've added quite a few champs. But yeah, it's your standard like game. You've got alliances, and then there's alliance wars, and there's alliance raids, which is like a PvE content with your alliance. You go through the map, and they've got real-time arena, which when they implemented it, everyone hated. I don't know what changes they've made to it now to like make it better. Surely they've made some changes. I know when it came out, everybody hated it though. Like everybody hated it. Cosmic Crucible, I have no idea what it is. That's pretty new, I think. Epic Campaigns, I don't know anything about. That must be new as well. Apocalypse. Let's go, dude. Yeah, it's almost a shame I don't have time to play it anymore. I don't know who she is either. We got the campaign. Yeah, this will be kind of a different episode. But when I do this, usually we'll be checking out a new game, so we'll be seeing what the early game gameplay is like and stuff. It's a little bit more difficult for me to show you here because I'm pretty late. At least when I quit playing, I was pretty late game. I don't know where I'm at anymore, but it's kind of hard for me to show you. But there's all these different campaigns where, like, here you can only use heroes, here you can only use villains. You can only use certain types of champs in all these campaigns, and there's tons of content. There's tons to do. They do have autocomplete, so like once you clear a stage, you can go back and clear it. Just auto clear, so you can get your farming done in that regard pretty quickly. A lot of really nice things about the game. And again, I only have to assume that quality of life has improved since I left. But I guess I don't know. It'd be interesting to like catch a stream or something just to see what the tone is now. Like see what everybody's attitude toward the game is and what they feel about the new content and all that jazz. But anyway, I guess we'll get out of here. There's not a ton. I feel like the earlier game first impressions videos will feel a little bit more interactive. Here I just kind of wanted to log back in and see what I've been missing, because it's been, I feel like it has to have been a year, definitely a year. No, yeah, definitely a year plus, maybe more like a year and a half since I even logged into this game. So we're looking at a year and a half of changes here. But it looks pretty cool. Looks I like the skins. I'm always surprised when games don't do that sooner, especially something like Marvel. I bet they make so much money on that. I don't know why there's not more. I'm surprised there's not more skins, to be honest. Spider-Man could have a dozen. That's a print money button right there. But anyway, yeah, I just figured I would kind of give you a look around, show you. Like Blitz is also another PvE content. There's tons of content in the game, man. For a while, it felt like there might be too much. But it's real cool. If you're a Marvel fan and you like these kinds of games, if you're into the gacha games, which you must be if you're on this channel, I think it's worth checking out. I really do think it's a solid game. I don't have any reason to believe it would have gotten significantly worse, and it was pretty good when I quit playing. So if you want to check it out, there will be a link below. And if you have any games that you want me to check out here on the channel, let me know. The next episode we do of this will be a game I haven't played. We'll log in and get we'll see early gameplay. We'll get first impressions. It'll be a little bit different than this one. Today, I just kind of wanted an excuse to jump back into my Marvel account and see what was going on in the game. So that's it. If you have any games you'd like to see, drop them below, and we'll see what we can do. So I'm getting out of here. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one.